Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video, and welcome to another edition of Midday Motivational Talk. In this particular video, I want to talk about how the elect are destined for greatness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The elect, they're destined for greatness. Now, when we examine who the elect are, we have an understanding that we're speaking of the elected officials of the Most High, the elected soldiers, the elected leaders. See, in this world, you have people who are elected by Satan, who have these positions in order to deter the people from the truth, in order to deter people and keep them distracted from what's really going on in this earth. See, Satan always uses deception and distraction. So a lot of people who are elected by Satan are simply here to distract you. Their goal is very simple. I mean, they distract you from what's really happening in the world because they understand, and the powers that be understand rather, that everything that's happening around you is of biblical proportion. So you'll have celebrities come out and say certain things to veer you away and distract you from what's really taking place. For instance, in recent news, the singing, recording artist, the guy by the name of Tank, he made some homosexual comments and then tried to double back and say that that's not a homosexual act. Now, people who are in the know realize what that's about. Number one, that's just a distraction. Number two is to effeminize black men, because here you have a artist who has one of the number one hits popping off on the radio right now. Big, strong brother, burly brother, saying something homosexual on the radio, singing to women, but coming out in the public saying something homosexual. So what that is to show you is that no matter how big and strong, no matter how on top of their game they are, they got to answer to their master, because they were elected by their master to distract, to effeminize in this culture here we living in. Now, you have people who are elected by Satan, then you have the Most High's elect. The Most High's elect are making you aware of what's taking place, and they're not caught up in the distractions. They're not caught up in the he say and the she say. They're not caught up in everything that's happening within this world. So you have people who are elected. The Most High elects officials. And see, the problem with our people is that we've been, I would say, deceived so many times on so many levels, that when the Most High actually elects an official to bring forth truth and to teach, we got one eyebrow up. We watching that official, that elected official by the Most High to teach, to guide, to lead. We're looking at those officials sideways. We're talking about their sellouts. You don't think the Most High can bring people to the truth? You don't think the Most High can reach millions of people if he sees fit? The Most High has his people. He has his elect officials. But the enemy uses that deception and picking certain leaders within the community through COINTELPRO, through FBI, CIA, all of these type of things. And you got people who are Freemasons operating among us. And they use these people to set up the time we're living in now, whereas though you have no trust for the elected officials. The elected officials of the Most High. The ones that the Most High chose. Now, since that's the issue, we got to understand as the elect. And when I say the elect, I'm talking about those who were chosen not only to lead, but by leading by example. That's what I'm trying to say. Brothers and sisters who not necessarily have to reach people through social media, through, I would say, conferences, none of that. I'm talking about people who literally lead by example. They live a morally sound life according to the word as it is written. You know, you can't go outside of what that word says. As that word is written, they're following it. And they're following it and they're leading by example because there's a light that's shining in these people. Regardless of how many people know them, the people that's in their immediate circle can see the change. And it reflects on this earth. So they're part of the chosen. They're part of the elect. And that's why these people are being targeted in this world. But you need to understand that you're destined for greatness. You're destined for greatness. I love to use the terminology of gold being tried through a furnace. See, the reason why you go through these different perils in life situations is because the Most High is testing you. He's trying you like gold through a furnace. He wants you to come out the other side perfect, shining. And we're destined to shine. We're destined to be great. Our light is destined to reach hundreds and thousands of people. And right now, this awakening that you're seeing take place of brothers and sisters who understand and can see the world in 3 dimensions, the 3-dimensional thinkers, the people who are teaching and spreading wisdom. It's going to come a time where what you're seeing right now is just scratching the surface. You're going to look back and be like, I remember when they were speaking on this a couple years back, that was just scratching the surface. In the future, we are going to become great. All you targeted individuals out there who have suffered, who have been gang stalked, internet mobbed, watched in your local communities, targeted for having your differences, cultural differences. Because we all have cultural differences. And we're going to talk about more of those cultural differences on a later video because it's a lot of things that we got to discuss when it's regarding culture, nations, race. Because although we speak to we want to talk to everybody. We want to reach everybody with no race lines included. But you do have to understand there's an order to things, how the Most High sees fit. There's supposed to be an order. Everything is done in decency and order. And we're going to discuss that more on a later date on this channel. But the Most High's elect are destined for greatness. You can't stop the shine. You can't stop the truth. You can't stop the tenacity. You can't stop the Most High's elect. You all are destined for greatness. And I'd like to thank y'all for being set apart and veering outside and drawing outside the lines of this social construct, also known as a social purgatory. Right now, the elect are being watched. The Most High's elect are being watched by Satan's elect. Y'all don't think they know who we are? They know who we are. And I'm talking about all of them. And we shine a light on their misery. We talk about those who sold their souls. We expose them. The Most High's elect is destined for greatness. And that's my message for today. We're going to have more videos coming soon. With that being said, shalom and peace.